I was in college in Tampa for commercial art. I was working out at a local gym that had a lot of firefighters and city workers that went there. And I was powerlifting and bodybuilding, and there was a lieutenant that suggested I apply for the job that they were hiring, and he thought I would be able to do the job and thought I'd be a good fit.
I knew a couple guys when we got out of high school that said they were going to go become firefighters. It was one of those things, you go to college. And I never really knew it could have been an option for me to do that. It wasn't until probably 5 years ago when I was playing roller derby, one of the guys who was our medic for one of our bouts, he came in and we were talking, and he goes, have you ever thought about like an EMS career? And I was like, man, I got to go back to school. He goes, it's really not that long. I think you'd have a really good time. He goes, take an EMR class, which is emergency medicine, and take an EMT class if you like it. If you want more, go to fire school.
A lot of my friends are firefighters and paramedics, doctors, and my first job right out of high school was at the feed store in South Lakeland, and the owner is a firefighter paramedic from the city of Tampa. And he told me at 18, after working there 2 months, he was looking at me and he said, you're going to be a firefighter. No. I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to school for art. And that's what I stuck with, but every time he would always tell me, you're going to be a firefighter. So that's a joke that we have between us, because now I'm a firefighter, and he's like, I was the first one to tell you.
When you work 24-hour shifts and 48 off, you're actually working 10 days a month. So in my mind, you have more time with your children than most working mothers that work an 8 to 5 job. And of course, I had family support with both my girls. My husband stepped up and took excellent care of them every third day, and my parents and his parents lived close, so we had a lot of family support there. It can be a strain. My girls wanted their mom. When they're sick, they want their mom, and didn't like me being away so much. The holidays sometimes were a challenge when they were small, but all in all, they knew where I was at, and they could come visit the station, which they did a lot when they were little. The career's worth it. My girls are super proud of what I do, but I really do feel like the schedule allowed me to almost be a stay-at-home type mom and a working mom at the same time.
Fire Academy teaches you where your breaking point is, so that you can either decide, I can get past this, or no, this isn't for me. This is probably one of the only jobs that you know exactly how much you have left to live when you walk through that door to fight a fire. Because you can't think about that. Because if you're thinking about that, you're not paying attention to what the smoke is telling you. You're reading the smoke. You're not paying attention to what the fire is telling you. You're going to read the fire. You're not finding the fire extension. You're not doing your job. So that's another reason why I think Fire Academy is so rough. Is because it has to prepare you for these real life scenarios so that you can save that life, save that property. You can actually do your job, because if you're thinking about what could happen and you're not focused on what you need to do.
I think there's a lot of things, especially we as women, could do better for our up-and-coming women firefighters. Women are sometimes even harder on women. The women that have come before want to see if you're going to make it. Are you going to quit? Are you going to be the one who works hard, gets the job done, and takes care of business? One person standing alone is one person. 10 people standing alone is an impact, and you could help the next woman that comes in a little bit more.
I had a call, actually last shift, that I felt that a gentleman was in good health in his 70s, had a bad stroke, and we flew him out, and his wife really wasn't comprehending a whole lot what was going on. But there's many calls like that. And I think sometimes a female talking to another female is comforting.
It's the people coming by the station that always gets me a little bit more, and the kids asking questions, and they look up to you and they want to know, how's your day going, what you're doing, and they thank you. I don't know what other job you get where you're so regarded in your community as a person who helps out. A handshake from an old man, or a hug usually from an old lady with cookies, that means more to me than most things. And even little girls and boys that come in that want to get on the fire truck, I think those are the cool moments. It makes me happy I'm doing what I'm doing.
This job gives me, every time I go on a call, that patient instantly looks better. you instantly get a return on your investment. You show up and you have not said one word to them, but the amount of relief that they already have because they see that ambulance and that fire truck roll in is instantaneous. You've already done a million things for this person and made their day that much better, and yet you haven't done anything.
It's definitely for people, especially girls, if they play sports or they're active outdoors and they enjoy those kind of areas, it's a great fit. I definitely think it takes a very strong-willed woman to do it and to push through it all, because there's a lot of chances to quit, so you have to be stronger than that.
There's so many explorer programs where you're in middle school, in high school, and you can become an explorer and you can already start getting some of your certifications out of the way. So you're already getting that education done. You can start riding these ambulances with some of the local counties. Some of them do offer that, and it helps with costs. So if there's a concern that maybe you come from a low-income family, maybe you don't think that you were qualified to get a loan to be able to get financial assistance, these programs help you halfway there. Almost every county has a diversity program. Someone who starts when they're 16 as an explorer, and they're doing this until they're 18, so they already got two years of experience before they ever go and they complete their other certifications. They're going to complete their certifications, be applicable for a job a year and a half before an 18-year-old coming out of high school.
This is a great job. There's lots of things to learn. There's lots of things to do. You still are in the community helping. You still get to be mentally challenged as well as physically challenged. It's hard work. It takes a lot of dedication. But it's okay to be who you are and do what you can do in service. You don't have to be like everybody else. You can be the person that you are every day.
The advice that I would give women in joining the fire service is to go for it. It is the best job in the world, and it provides so many opportunities for women, for men. You're helping the public. I mean, talk about being a public servant and a servant leader. You get to do so much for the community, and when we think about the power that each individual person has to make a difference in somebody's life, it is the best job in the world. So I would tell young girls and women that you can do anything you set your mind to, and even when you reach those days where you're thinking, oh, am I able to, or you're getting a little discouraged, just remember that life is a cycle of ups and downs, and that if you surround yourself with people that can help support you and lift you up, don't be afraid to reach out for that support, because they're there. Just go for it, because you can do it, and it will be the most rewarding thing that you do.
To be the best firefighter you can be is to take the job seriously, take your training seriously, be open to the family atmosphere that's here, stay involved with your community, and also it is important to stay in shape.
The moment that my crew came to me months later and sat down and let me know that they have my back and that they're glad I'm here and whatever they can do to help me improve in my fire skills and my EMT skills or my communication skills, you know, that they're here for me, so that was probably one of the biggest things. This is something that I enjoy doing and I want to invest my time in doing. There's lots more you can do within this job than just being a firefighter.
She's right. There are a lot of chances to grow and ignite change throughout the fire service. Many women have worked hard, studied harder, and put in their due diligence to become the women in the fire service that you see today. Women are filling leadership roles in fire departments across the nation, but the path is still open for more women to throw their helmet into the ring. If you have an interest in joining the fire service, don't wait. Contact your local fire department or emergency services provider and learn more about how you can make a difference and ignite change today. Visit lakelandgov.net/LFD to learn about women in the fire service and how you can get involved.